commission bedo no pompo so a amaye hunu se ampa nyoma bi ABC.
That's right.
Titru ni kwasiada som emra ye ba be hye. Na black na ehye no eyema womo a echi yen na omo hu de yeko ene de eba na omo ntimi nyini ye se omo de ombema Kristo ene won so a omo ji hu echi omo nyini saafo nyina so ye zieni so nya zieni so ye kremu saafo nyina no se omo to aso saa no a enche o nyina bayira
adom to betwa ma
eho black na mehye no na white ne wo mu no de eye won a eboaye na omo ginsam ye di so ye kremu so ye kwasa dani so ye azieni so ye memedani wo gidi se ne ye ka ne nokre na ye nyankopon asem no otu anamo no omo white na hye me no
amen
na dachi meka dachi a enye dachi wo chichiri wo
eben pa
dachi eben pa no o ne kwasa ma tumu a ena mbeti white na se na edu ho no a meji mention white on betra TV so fi se ebeye me ya se ebinya akonya no wo mo pue mo yirae.
That's right.
Me mention white in TV so ti me di kan me di we di one dance ya na mekoso ahye fi se emu ne nam no enu ye one etoso mienu me wo api to masunku bi a me pese me de ma mami na kwayofo asori Seventh-day Adventist Church leadership nankasa na no me pese be bo video di kan special video
nti we are na the appeal na
to aso
nti mo a mo se control fi musuma na mo ani mo jeje mo hu ansa na mo agedie no mo mpae bo mo enye den production madaroma first video a evangelist bigina so ayen appeal no mo room for my.
It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Simon Steele, UNFCCC Executive Secretary, to address the plenary.
Honorable guests, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to welcome you officially to COP27. Salam alaikum. I must thank my predecessor, Patricia Espinosa. We're all grateful for the valuable work you did over the last 6 years. Thank you to the outgoing COP president, Alok Sharma, and his able team for their leadership over the last 3 years. And I'd like to officially congratulate the Egyptian presidency and Minister Shukri for his election. Thank you for your tireless efforts as we work to make COP27 a success. Friends, today a new era begins, and we begin to do things differently. Paris gave us the agreement. Katowice and Glasgow gave us the plan. Sharm el-Sheikh shifts us to implementation. No one can be a mere passenger on this journey. This is a signal that times have changed.
Adofno ya mamunyina akwaba bi we a special video evangelist special ojina so no dey appeal emma the Seventh-day Adventist Church leadership yentie no
fine and say papa no wakasa no afa na yedi na etra konwom Simon Steele ona abesi Patricia Espinosa and United Nations climate change and some on the executive secretary. Na wotie ni kasa no a omobia kwaba echi arabic kasa mu salamu alaikum.
That's right.
Owiye no na obobo niam bi so se ye ko Paris Paris no de na ye bibia agi akwankere hye nyina ye wo Paris
ye ko chekere no wo Paris
mo na afi e free Paris no ye be se ko Katowice Poland enu ye 2018 na ye bewie wo Glasgow COP26 enti e free Paris any Katowice any Glasgow no Glasgow ewie ni nyinara ye wie de wose ye hye ni nyina ya hye wie emra bie ni ho a enka bi ya hye ni nyina wie enti yaba Egypt na ho no de ya hye no ye de be yedwuma.
Wow, implementation.
That's
right.
ena all kase meti brofo no a o say ebre no ayden asesa times have changed nempe ena pese me paisi for chew titire ni asofo mpanimfo na nkasa me kai say Friday June 11 2021 omampani di Ghana ni mekodu enua no ezi for mpanimfo so dua bi
that's right
ene yenko asore dua bi Pentecost Presby dudu no dua bi no mo de enyomo asema me de ezi fo sede omoji ofre no so kama ne mboa Ghana ban ne kodu enua yewie ni omko mampani akachi ekoye amamrese no eye
kochia no ni twamfo nyini
mo se ne ekasa yi no akenkan krata hodo ye de wurokata hodo wo Ghana ha makan kire se omampani edi Ghana endomonim e committee ni bi sa na makan na meeting no mo akono ebe piemu kwasada hoje ne be piemu kwan bia so de itwatwe for pani aka se ye nti no na me jonta me ka se kwasada mra hye ne be piemu na me ka sa no ani akiri omo amusa ba school ombe kai saba school yi eye May 19 2020 eno mo de saba school yi eba asase so ezifo asafo mo ahodo mu eno mo kire mo se Pope Francis akase yenyi da konsi ho na ye home so ne yemfa mbobobere no ho ban na asema mo ka saba school no 2020 no akopie UN meeting na ye koso sisi akopie
that's right
enti no omampanin ba wode boko omumfa opepa na kumapa enko omampanin akachi na omumfa saba school no enko kire omampanin se krata no ye gina so didu enua no efri Pope Francis ho
mo
eto so mienu kwasada homje no a omukọ Misrim akoka ho asem eho aso ne firi na afi die ezi fo gidi no omuno mampani ntenase na omum mieso nkire no na afi me anso so no me nso mampani bi o me papa sa ye me mampani
that's right
sane bre so kura na so firi komia so na Yesu mai kura no a o sa ye me fada enti wo de me to no fo se me ame papa krata no e koso wa Misrim ka kosan no kwasada sum ehim eho de o ka kura no a wiase ndo so chen no ombeto etia no na obedru fia mesre no a ontwe no ho mfiri ho se be ya enkwaje enti ontwe no ho mfiri ne nyina ye nyankwa na ye ka na ankoba sanso de a enche Kristo beba
that's right
na okura na ketua o de bro biara se de nyuma setie na zi pompani mfo no de mesra wonom ententem yara omonko sere kwa omampani akache ansa na waba oba ya na makochechire mo akire no se de ekoso no efriladato si no omonkasa kan no se wo saba school
that's right
emu ne firi enti no omuntu wana mo message asofo ne die mu a menim se omota aye sa ne ma ne bi din a omo kom fa so de kwa mampani wo na megidi se wo so abayi no wo meko
that's right
misrom omonko mayen
na even
ne akwa se de ye ka kire wonom so mampani ba omonko na so ye enya too late
okay
efi se ye kwaji LGBT nsensem tu mu UN no se na Ghana ka ho mampani mama bre so Ghana ka ho nso no ebedru Ghana no de besinde se parliament men kan se ya giatum sanso no de omu yi so mo koje tum wo ho a eye se ye ba Ghana ha na se ye yin ntum a dompa je ye bia omunya ye ya nya ntum enti sela no ye wo chance
ye wakonya okay ye da se bebre ena se SDM pending for se mo ko na mu ya ladato si ni bia mo frɛ ye be ma mo copy free na mo fanko
ah dudo bi ompa bia
ye de be mo
fine afei the image of the beast and its image. Yes, yanam edi semetri do miensa echemo baako mienu ene miensa na abono ka ho asem ewo ho no ho asem kroyara ewo Daniel atwere no etire nson chichemu do nson ene duonu miensa on se edi setri do miensa no odifo no ka se ohun abo bi se epiefri epunum na otiso sebo ne 9669 na no tise jata 9 na no yes na no tise jata no na ohun sa abo no on se onye abo akoma keke otwease no esa ma no na
konwa
ne
eni ni tumi ma no
sa enti sa abo no hu se yepra no na anche se yepra no bi ye ni sansa ne pra no yesan yare akora na wiase nyina to hu
edi na chi na hu ye wiase nwanwa na odi na chi
very good sa abo na meka se eye tumi enya bo akeke Daniel ka wo etrenson chemu du nson Daniel 7:17 o chemu se emo nan no a ohunu ye no ejina ma ahemfo nan a ebefri asase no apie Daniel 7:17 no Odu 23 or say thus is said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all the kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. There's a hini at also 9 or abo at also 9 or no ahini at also 9.
That's right.
And you know abo na ye kan ho ase we di sem etedumi ensa no onya bo ejira homa ahini ejira ma ahini na ahini nso e Rome ahini ahini no etoso 9 efise Babylon di kan enya nya Medo Persia enya ebenya Greece ena Rome eba Rome ba no ahini bia mabiem.
Okay, nkomse ne kire se ebi ma na chibio kosi Yesu ahini.
Kosi Yesu baba. Very good. Entino se ahini no Bible friend aboa beast. Ena de obedi mu hini bia nso so Bible friend beast a se ohini no ofiri su na se foforo bakra no a oya beast.
That's right.
Ahini no de free sa bread kosi Yesu baba no de eno ensesa beast no ana oye. Good. Na ewo suban bi anase wa hyen suban bi minka ne sa. Suban ya edisha Romans ya edisha nso a edamu fia ene se waye no ho se nyamsonku na osan so eni aban enyansa woso ne nkatahodi
asade amanyo tumi bi.
Yes. Na waje aban ho amanyo tumi no na afei asore no mra na se osomra na ekuta no no de aban tumi ne ahye se be ya obeto asore mra na chese wato aban mra na de aban tumi no atwewaso.
That's right.
Ehia se ye be yu efiri yase kura no a obayu efiri ho sa entino se who can perform one or ye religious body clothed with the civil power. Entino one who nasem ka abayacho ne sobano no Rome sobano no na abakosem ewo twere konkron mu nkomhye e kire se sa soban no e na wo Rome na wiase bekọ bi ya ebayi no hwade biom ewo Rome.
That's right.
Enti Rome beji amanyo tumi na wode ahye ne mra na bisase saa de no Rome etini se oye na so onye meji atom se an wa hya ase na oye.
That's right.
Na oye no we de nka nya zi fonwa fi se Saba school no akobo huma we di ne se mo ni bibi fa huma yi.
That's right.
Very good. La dato sinie page 14 check 14 ma me the same place now paragraph 15 but you can say I will advance some.
Okay. What will be on page 14 and I say I will advance some broader proposals for dialogue and action which will involve each of us as individuals and also affect international policy.
Mo enti o chiremo say what the ishe bi eba Pope Francis ni na san she no ebeka ankorankore eka ankorankore be sa ka amanya man emra ahodo ebeka wom.
That's right.
Na je se Ghana ka ho maka ne say wi no ntententente menko United Nations akache pese me ka United Nations amana man ka bom kuo ena ka sai na Pope Francis de Sala that to CSD for kan wasem no wo de akoma wo no na adansi omo so mo de bra yani first anniversary of Pope Francis
Gala that to see no could do you no krata edi ho adansi eni first anniversary of Pope Francis encyclical Laudato Si 16th August 2016 article. Christina Figueres, Executive Secretary of the United Nations Framework on Convention. Christina Figueres, Executive Secretary of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change said Pope Francis encyclical along with mobilization by other faith groups across the globe provided a clear moral imperative for taking climate action, supporting the Paris Climate Change Agreement and backing the 17 Sustainable Development Goals.
The next one also according to the national
according to the National Catholic Reporter, Pope Francis encyclical has had visible impact over the past year in addition to helping to move forward the international climate and sustainable development agendas. And
you know UNH the Pope Francis can won humamuno and abemuno or say helping to move forward the international climate and sustainable development agendas. Sir, and Pope Francis can say Laudato Si wo di bai ebeka ankorankore na ebeka amaya hodo emra hye
international policy.
Yes, amanya mankuta hodi emra hye ne ebeka no na eno na egu so a ye hwe.
That's right.
Fine. Maka ne say wi no se o hyemra no sa na o de koka manaman mra san kasa nye boni me kan say Rome suban a enkom hyede tu ho a wodi so ne say okoji aban ho tumi a no de be hye asore mra ubu asore mra so a no je aban tumi na ache. Yes, se hia so be kun ayi nkun onye sanye mra no ehwa so twe ne tie no e na ode maw na me kan so kwa aban okoji tumi an wako krata ba kunyi.
Okay.
Stop ecocide.
Stop Ecocide International.
Yes.
November 22nd, 2019. Pope calls for ecocide law.
Yes.
On Friday, 15th November, in the Vatican, at a meeting of the International Association of Penal Law, one of the oldest established legal associations in the world, Pope Francis proposed that sense against ecology be added to the Catholic teachings, one, and then went a step further, saying ecocide should be a fifth category of crime against peace at the international level. The Pope described act that can be considered as ecocide: the massive contamination of air, land and water resources, the large-scale destruction of flora and fauna,
yes,
and any action capable of producing an ecological disaster or destroying an ecosystem.
Pope Francis, when you emra odi ba wiase ne say what they share any akwanchiraba you na jiatum ya kan krata no.
I never had a doubt. Joe had an operation on his shoulder. I just want you to know it wasn't because of anything we did. On climate ever.
Akwa video see safo no adwene topic I discuss no the beast and his image part 3 na ya video see nti enko evangelist no chiremu am.
Very good. Medican actual beast ni suban se beast ni Rome na meka Roma na me Roman Catholic aban ne na sorry ehon ne yanam se ni fi se Roman Catholic aban no eka wiase amanaman ka bonku no United Nations won ka ho.
That's right.
Asore ni nka ho enti Roman Catholic aban no ebaje asore ho mra no de koma aban hye na to sa mra no woto aban mra ne de aban tumi atwewaso when the beast the suban and the Bible say what the image of the beast enti no image of the beast no aboa no ne honi ti ono nso no one aboa no suban ba ye pe.
That's right.
Sana nkom hye no. Very good. Maka ne sa no video me no ehwe no no se dikan no alokshama ene kura wakasa wapopo ne munum kakra ya do mo ase no kasa wo cop 21 afi atwa mu se ye wiye bibia na obetimi aka se say no we are within 1.5
cop 26
cop 26 you call Glasgow ha no kan we are within 1.5 mechirim na ode governor boss wie ye no echire na ebo video 2 Barack Obama
Joe Biden sign krata no sign no Inflation Reduction Act sana ye frɛ no enye problem sa pepe na tie America mampani on na pamfo na adwene America ho eno motwa sika kɛse ama no ma hodo be sie de boa America memo na ma no mo ti America kunu no o mo atowo no wa wi asan ye wi ne nansa so o mo sign letter no on the 16th and Biden o sign ade no 16 ade achi 17 ade achi bi 18 na Roman California ba 17 letter na daskin so. That's right.
At beach.
Okay, historic climate law signed by Biden has Catholic fingerprint all over it. That's August 18th, 2022. Very recent, okay? With the stroke of his pen, President Joe Biden signed into law August 16th the largest ever federal action in response to climate change, pumping hundreds of billions of dollars over the next decade into transitioning the nation to clean energy and reducing greenhouse gas emissions that are rapidly heating the planet. Finally, this landmark bill comes none too soon. Susan Gunn, director of the Marinol office for Global Concern said in a statement referring to the heat waves, wildfire, and flooding this summer across the country and much of the world. The cry of the earth, which Pope Francis calls us to heed in his Laudato Si encyclical, finally was heard in the halls of Congress. This legislation is a strong start for the United States to do its fair share to care for our common home, she said.
I said,
the last, Catholic fingerprints,
yes,
were all over the Inflation Reduction Act and its massive climate investment.
Also, Okambrofo be a woman, but Biokan said this legislation, but Biokan the cry of the earth and the cry which Pope Francis calls us to heed in Laudato Si.
That's right.
One share the second sentence now, or said this legislation is a strong start for the United States to do its fair share to care for our common home, she said. Epacho document no Joe Biden signed or more America for no the Inflation Reduction Act.
No.
Roman Catholic Abba Bonchaka and say a historic climate law. Dear Roman Catholic friend in here. America my friend Inflation Reduction Act.
That's right.
It didn't say Roman Catholic say a historic climate law. And now my men now is going or see this legislation a mrashe. Pure American mrashe bedroom Tunakasa was finally heard
in Congress,
in the House of Congress. And you say the Yashamra Navy. Now Emranwa or Washanwa by the assign. And I made Chiremo say Roman Catholic say Omonsa and a tintim so fingerprint and a tintim so.
What dance ye and you can
very good. Esai. Now Roman Catholic said your sign Omwa. To Omone Biden no more back.
That's right.
And now Biden could American could.
And that's just home back.
No. Engine and comes say the image of the beast.
Wow.
Now I never want to say Revelation 1 you can no. So say Abuano or the Kaima Rome or Nitumi in Akunya and Emano. And after a drew America so or say or Casati say or Chansier.
That's right.
And to or Chansier Bakuya or Monsam or Nitumi in Akunya na Hondi Emma Rome. And a Rome or the Chichim Rao de Kunipa. Utiano de Bikun. And I Monsam Koyara also the America Buna or Casa.
Oh, okay.
And to know Omonsam Yamu, Omonsam Bakope.
The two are one.
Sir. And to know Osha a decent Tedumian celebration 1315. And to know can say he had power, America don't know.
To me.
Yes. To give life to the image of the beast. And to know you can't image of the beast. And to me America buy Enqua. I wrong. Say America buy image of the beast. I say you train. Na asore no. Emrano. America buy Efa. The button brown and the image of the beast.
That's right.
So America near we are. Unuri say a friend image of the beast. Sign on commission ye chim.
You say no son why?
Anytime person at 40 as say. Can you know you cast American image of the beast no any idea no can. Na no one ye. And to see American image of the beast unni enyina so.
Dance wow. O yes sim say we
say we no. Afena ye benya the mark of the beast. Obe humi egumrenum afena machewo ne watomra no ebe djuma na emra kora ba beto no video ebe be sha sha chirim
ntimra na omaye na fe na ebe ba wiase nyina
sa
na cha fe dia ebinya tumi a etibe chew ema ne yeye
no na me pese ebe video
okay production madaro video etraso no so madaro mamuro emfamaye.
The window to limit global temperature rise to 1.5 degrees is closing fast. Greenhouse gas emissions must be cut by 45% this decade. But as today's emissions gap report confirms, they remain at dangerous and record highs, and still rising. Under current policies, the world is headed for 2.8 degrees of global heating by the end of the century. In other words, we are headed for a global catastrophe. The emissions gap is a byproduct of a commitments gap, a promise gap, and an action gap. And that gap must be filled, starting with COP27 in Egypt.
Adofno yesan emamo akwaba bio yakwa the current UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Yatana no asem. Yenko evangelist on chemu mai.
One say or kasaro na osun reduction of emission. Yente or efi ni oshowa abowa wimu no yente so. Onsu Pope Francis wa no eduru. Sa onsu kra. Na meka sa no a eni
Pope Francis say owanu
duru yenka sa ai meka sa no eni
okay
and was kind so or the by April 19 2022 the Ellington Catholic Herald neka say
that's right na che Roman for nankasa that's right climate healing by doing less one day a week.
Yes,
that's 19th April 2022. Okay, I'm not a climate scientist, but I know this. If 70 million US Catholics embrace Pope Francis encyclical Laudato Si
yes
on care of creation and honor the Lord's Day by following the third commandment,
yes,
we will see a dramatic drop in greenhouse gases.
And one we are okay yenka dia aka no me pese ahwewoti ase say we ase no meeting ekoso misrem ya dey kan bon first video how about put so no eno na wakan
that's right
reduction of greenhouse gas emission you can say greenhouse gas emission ya say car nam ho a e wo she free eto no ba no
e carbon monoxide
greenhouse ni bia wo kwa adwuma factory bia say machine bia wo dey fam wo begum na wo be spark na beji so say ye moto aboya prayer nam wiem ship bibi biara e dey fam wo egum a
converting into energy no
ni nyina ye greenhouse gas.
That's right.
Na Roman Catholic for edikrata ba bontin say Roman Catholic asafo mewa America omudodo number of people 70 million.
That's right.
Senko mumpo baye sutie etie Pope Francis Laudato Si odi ba ese ye diswa anka greenhouse no ke so ate dramatic say subetikase na omokansa no mo pa kire say woman ni the for kan no eno na me so make kire mo page 172 Laudato Si no.
Okay,
yes,
page 172 SDM Sabbath school no ngoma we ni quote frame yes you can free ngoma no dem can free Sabbath school paragraph will be in paragraph 237.
yes,
on Sunday our participation in the Eucharist has special importance. Sunday, like the Jewish Sabbath, is meant to be a day which heals our relationship with God, with ourselves, with others, and with the world. Sunday is the day of resurrection, the first day of the new creation, whose first fruits are the Lord's risen humanity.
Enti Pope Francis achirimo say kwasiada kwasiada no eno etise juda fo homeda na eno na yedi sa wiase ne yade saa se no waka no eno na Catholic Herald no o chirimo say enyankopon mransem enka ho saa nyankopon no a omoka no enye de oba
soro ne asa
da binyo no
because no de de to sonson de si ho no shira da no
saa
te ho no ye no kronkron.
Yes, timi mama cha say enye no omo enti no Bible say enye nyame foforo be nka me ho enti me kase be pese be chiro mo say saa nyankopon no a okasa wo senai na ye twere ye ba atwere no say saa nyankopon no mo pa aka na sam dia enye mo ati
because no de memene da enye kwasi ada
mo na saa sem no de akọ Misrim meet na ahase ne.
That's right.
Na eba be hase no say opani a dwumade ni se osire so no uma ayaho ni nyina akwaba
mo
ti akwaba krata no yen san kan bi na ese edom a akoho no omo ye 45,000 wo de me nkampo wo de wankasa wo de bobo so kire bon.
Okay, letter to parties and observers.
Yes,
Sham El Shaikh,
very good.
1st November 2022. Delegates, observers, colleagues and friends, we are 5 days from the start of the 2022 UN Climate Change Conference, COP27.
Yes.
As COP president, Egypt is proud to host more than 45,000 registered COP27 participants, representing parties, UN and regional organizations, businesses, the scientific community, indigenous and local communities, and civil societies to jointly enhance and accelerate the implementation of climate action and follow up on our collective commitment and pledges.
Yedi besi wa yan to so bebre ebrenti enti no omo akire mo se nipa empem aduanan enum na ehia misrim.
Wow.
Boni ban ye se obobre mo asesa ye ko hye mrambra ye na nyankopon kro de na abofo be hye mransem no kro dodo se na firi abofo dodo se na ka nyankopon bai na nenu Paul Francis ni dom you ni dom 45,000 yakoko misrim ye din hye ebra ye
Womo entity home for nkranka ho.
Dabi ma
we are registered.
45,000 na enu nkoda Paul Francis akasa na ne kasa mo no na Western so no Office of the Holy See.
Okay.
Ahonia ni nam no
Bulletino.
Yes.
Okay, that's Monday. That's April 10th, 2021.
Yes.
Okay, meeting of faith and science towards COP26, promoted by the embassies of Great Britain and Italy to the Holy See, together with the Holy See.
So it's a meeting of faith and science towards COP26, promoted by the embassies of Great Britain and Italy to the Holy See, together with the Holy See. Nipa miensa na ako meeting. Ba ko the Holy See, ba ko the Italy, ba ko the Britain.
That's right.
And my meeting we. And about cultural report, the Holy See natural report. Holy See say Italy ni
Great Britain.
Asia aye meeting. Na ono omune ono Holy See na aye meeting. Na letter no mi omo ye meeting wi ye no amanebo no omo tro ma Holy See.
Wow.
What you can say? Ha. Next say Holy See no ono ko aka ho no wan ka ho keke so meeting o san so ya ban mo wi am fa report emre no sa enti no report na omonde amane.
Okay.
Na men kan bebre ko page 4.
Okay.
Now, baby, I can say the world is called to achieve net zero.
Okay, page 4. The world is called to achieve net zero carbon emission.
Very good.
As soon as possible. Well, with wealthier countries taking the lead.
Yes.
In reducing their own emissions and in financing emission reductions from poorer nations.
Naturally, say, meeting no more kono. Say enkro no a omo sika na omo de eba no ahonyemu a omo nya ho akye aka no emra na yakwa kwahye no omo no mudi kan fanye dwuma mo di omo gi tu mu die Pope Francis di omo gi tu mu nie date ni ye say last year for for October 2021.
That's right, October 4th, 2021.
Enkom sha twa to da say aboa no otoso mienu le dey immediately America no all no bedi kan to ka say all no obehumi egum entin conscious do me ati ase America na bedi kan.
That's right.
Da
you can wealthier countries are we America free mo nya all the kan
sanity entin nkom sha ka che business ye for mu nim nyame kan say nkom sha to America na bedi kan ane won say for France aba bontin say wo mo America na ndi kan sa na adansi enti yembo video ba ko enka ho
Aba from and ye video na ye kind won commission ngoma do nso mu it message production video a eto so no so munro enfamai.
Because we are taking all these actions, the United States will be able to meet the ambitious target I set in the Leaders Summit in Climate back in April, reducing U.S. emissions by 50 to 52% below 2005 levels by 2030. We'll demonstrate to the world the United States is not only back at the table, but hopefully leading by the power of our example. I know it hasn't been the case, and that's why my administration is working overtime to show that our climate commitment is action.
Joe Biden, Safino Agenda program now, topic I discuss no, the beast and his image, part 3, evangelist.
One who say, a man penny body neck casano. Say, omo yenhye na nhye no omo de kire wi asese ba America aba no wa mase obeta table na epono chi keke na oba se obedi kan
enkom hyahema
eno anu no aye de na aman beye ohane aduokun enum 195 countries a committee na wonkwa sorry ya se me ba be dikan China dikan echi Russia to share Ukraine so oboni Russia be dikan bia echi ana wonkwa na so dikan
enkoption se
America
be dikan
sa ena ba di aka no ena nhyehyɛ no a ombe dikan no wakosan ena Roman Catholic say ninsa na siso enti we na beti wagidan Kristo na ba no enti ese ye pe moka enti ye sra hwe say kakra mo de mane ye mo famra na ye mfa asem no ntu wiem ansa na obeka ya no atom fi say mra ka ho no enche biara Daniel 11 echirim say obeka ya no atom enche biara very good na ni kwakra Roman California the crux
okay
yes
date near October 20th 2022 Catholic voice to be strong and organized at UN climate conference.
Yes ni ti what man say minti amasha say Roman for say omudi ahonden ni omoni just ye omudi omoni ko kasa wo na bia
si wo ne pa it was meeting you
that's all
that's right
and open hear me